I studied at the National Art School in Sydney and then Sydney College of the Arts. Never in my wildest dreams did I think I'd be sitting on a farm talking to you today, very excited about living on a farm. I think being an artist and facing a blank canvas and creating a kind of new world from an old world made me very able to embrace change. I wasn't wedded to my father's way of doing things. I'd had my mind opened by art. You know, I'd seen when you throw a bit of yellow paint and see what happens when you put a bit of black beside it. You know, there's a bit of magic, and it's not unlike regenerative agriculture. You know, I mean, Charles Massey talks about nature's capacity to self-organise. You have to trust that process. Well, as an artist, you've got to trust that turning up and putting that paint on the canvas, it won't happen tomorrow. It mightn't happen, but if you keep at it, just like if you keep at your grazing chart and you keep having faith, you've got to have faith that nature will do the work. And as an artist, you've got to have faith that if you keep turning up, a little bit of magic will happen. You know, you can't necessarily predict it, just like you can't know when the perennials are going to start to take over and, you know, the soil's going to start to be a bit more porous. You can't program that. You can just enhance it and be patient and keep at it. And I suppose an artist, it's a bit of a lonely job, as being a farmer can sometimes be, and you have to persist. And I think that's a lesson being an artist has brought to the table of farming. How do you get started on a holistic journey? Well, you don't even know you're on it, I think. You start with a unit of production, this farm, and you've got to make so much wool and sell so many sheep, and then suddenly you think, we're managing this ecosystem. And we went off and studied holistic management and realised we could have a huge influence on that ecosystem, and a very positive one if we were disciplined and seeking knowledge. And so we did. And look, every door just keeps opening. It gets more and more exciting. The more knowledge you get, the more exposure you get to people who are, you know, more adventurous, more knowledgeable. You think, well, we could give that a go. And so it's just gone from being a sort of routine, shear the sheep, sell the wool, you know, plant a few trees, to a whole life of excitement in improving our soils, in creating little ecosystems on the farm, fencing off gullies, hilltops, you know. I mean, we started with 3 rows of trees along a fence, and that was the beginning. So I think often a holistic education is happening and you don't know. And it just needs a conference, meeting some person to start to shift you across, and the door's open.